Hi everyone, welcome back. In this video, we'll see how we can make use of Athena to query data stored in S3 and how to leverage AWS Glue and Glue crawler to automatically detect and catalog your schema. And we'll store the results back to S3. So this is the source bucket where we'll be uploading our data, and we'll create a crawler that will crawl on this data and create a catalog out of it, and also a schema. So from Athena, we'll make use of that schema and query the data directly in S3. And those results we'll be storing in another S3 bucket. So let's go to AWS and see. Let's start with S3. So in the time of interest, I have already created two buckets, IPL sample data and query results. So inside this, I have updated a CSV file. So that is, let me show how it looks like. So this is the sample data. So this is IPL data. So it has date, team one, team two, who won the toss, and what's the decision, and who is the winner by how many runs, who is the player of the match. So all these details we have in this data. So let's go to crawler. Let's go to Glue. So in AWS Glue, under this data catalog section, you can see a crawler. Click on it. Now let's create a new crawler and let's name it as IPL crawler. Next. And because we do not have any table already created, we'll go with not yet option. And here I have to select a data source. So for now, our source is S3 bucket. So let's click on this folder, choose, and we have to give slash here. Also, I'll go with crawl all subfolders, add S3 data source. Next. So here we had to create a role that will be used by this crawler to crawl the data in S3. So let's create a new IAM role. Create. So let's refresh it. That got auto populated, and we'll go with default options. Next. And now here, so when crawler crawls the data and it gets the schema, right? So it has to store it somewhere. So let's create a database. Crawler database. Create. So let's go back and refresh it. Crawler database. We'll go with default options, and one option here is frequency. So how frequently you want this crawler to run. So we have hourly, daily, weekly, monthly, and also on demand, which means like whenever we want to run this crawler, we'll run. So if you want to schedule it based on hourly, we can go with this option, which will run this crawler every hour. So for now, let's go with on demand. Click on next, and we'll see all the configurations once we are good. So let's create a crawler. Let's refresh. Yeah. So let's go into this. Click on run crawler. This has started. Let's go. So this is running. Whenever this crawler is completed, then we can go to database, and inside database we have to see a table. So let's wait for this task to be completed. Let's see, we should have a table created. Yeah, so we can see a new table got created. So here we can see, right, it got the schema. So all the columns and also the data type. So these data types, it automatically inferred by taking some sample data. If you want to change any of these data types, we can edit schema and change. So for example, this date here, it is in string format, right? So if you want in date format or in any other format, so we can change it, and we are good with the default thing. So now let's go to Athena. So here, as you see, it auto populated the catalog and also the database, and we can see the table as well. So let's copy this and let's click on select star from the table. And one more thing is, before we run this query, we need to attach the S3 bucket, edit preference, settings, manage, browse, this one, and choose. Now on save. So before we run this query, we have to configure the path where we are going to store the results. So now let's click on run. See, we got 577 rows, right? So we'll try to run one more query. Like, we'll get the rows where the match winner and the toss selectors who won the toss and who won the match will be same, right? So let's go and see the schema once. So we have toss winner and who won the toss. Let's see the sample data. Toss winner and winner. So winner and toss winner. So we'll change our query where toss winner equal to winner. So here we can see, right, we are able to get the columns because it already has the access to that schema, and we'll limit it to 20 rows. Run. See, now we can see here, these are the teams that won the toss and also winners. So we can run multiple queries like who selected to field, and also the decision turned out to be winner. So these rows will be getting. So now we go to S3 bucket, in this results bucket, we have unsaved, and let's go inside this. So here we can see, right, CSV file. So the output will be saved in CSV file. So we can download this and see the results. So this is how we can run Athena on S3 using Glue. So yeah, that's it.